Hey, it's Alu, and today I'm going to be answering a couple questions that I've gotten, and they're regarding social anxiety. A lot of people want to know what it's like to date someone with social anxiety or what to expect. You know, sometimes people meet someone on an online dating site and they read their profile and they think they're great, and then the person admits to them that they have social anxiety. So the first question you need to ask them is whether or not they have social anxiety disorder or just social anxiety. And ask them whether they've been, professionally diagnosed, not just something at home, or nothing from Google or anything, something that they've professionally been diagnosed with. That's one of the first steps in understanding the person, how to, interact with them and what not to say and what not to do. It takes a very patient person to be able to date someone with social anxiety. We may not be the easiest people to get, along with, because we always have this outer shell that kind of is protecting us. Especially if you have social anxiety disorder, which is the more severe case, which means you probably can't even make eye contact with people and it's kind of painful, which is what I have. So, I have the shell, and my shell is pretty big and thick, and it's, pretty much staying up there for a long time. And what I mean by the shell is that the shell isn't there when you're around people that you're comfortable with. Whether you're a man or woman, I don't know if this applies to you, and the most important thing is to remember that I'm not speaking for all people with social anxiety. Some people might be completely normal, but I'm going to go with the most extreme case, since that's what I can relate to the most. Sometimes we may seem awkward because we are awkward, because we're just awkward people, and we may seem a little bit weird, but some people think that's kind of cute or kind of appealing, and I guess that's what we have going for us. But sometimes, well, not sometimes, I guess all the time with strangers, we have this outer shell that kind of is protecting us. We don't want to show our true personalities. So let's say you've met someone on an online dating site, like this person had suggested or had asked me what to do because they were worried that the person they're going to go on the date with social anxiety is going to be completely a weirdo. So the first thing to do is, like I said before, figure out what kind of anxiety they have, talk to them about it before meeting. You kind of want to get a feel on how they are, because you can tell a lot through messages and texts. If they're confident through their texts and emails, you can kind of be guaranteed that after you get over the awkward stage and you can finally peel off that shell or, outer layer, that person will probably be that confident person that you met through the messages. They may not seem like that at first, but that's the trick to people with social anxiety. We kind of seem kind of odd, so that's why dating in person, going out to the bars or going out to wherever, trying to get a date, it doesn't work for us, because they don't get to see that other side of us, the confident part that we might be able to show in emails or texts, because, we don't have to see them face to face. We don't have that anxiety of trying to protect ourselves and trying to make sure that we're not being judged, basically. So my final word of advice for you is to kind of just take things slow and kind of work to getting that shell off that person. Because, some people may have social anxiety, but it may not be that severe at all, and that you'll just have to kind of deal with awkward situations every now and then. But people with social anxiety are no different than the average people. Well, after we get comfortable, and if you don't make it to that stage, then maybe dating someone with social anxiety isn't for you, because it takes a lot of patience, and people that get frustrated easily don't usually do good in this. So that's just my advice. Everyone's different. No situation is the same as another. So if you don't find one guy with social anxiety that's kind of cool, then it doesn't mean the next guy that has that will be the same, because we're not just shy, mysterious people. We have actual personalities, and you may or may not like that real personality that they have. It just depends on the person in the end. So that's all for now, and I will see you guys next time.